Like we do team bonding games to support. Like we're all
that sounds
involved.
nice.
One specific game that I can remember is
I'm glad I didn't have Mr. Anderson as PE.
Oh yeah, you guys went to the same high school.
Yeah.
How's it? It's Kay here, and you're watching Mix and Mingle. So, for those who are new here, I'm Kay, a senior year student in college in Japan, majoring in English education right now. But I took 1 year off studying abroad in Vancouver, Canada, and majoring in business management there. I spent living there for like 1 year, and I met a lot of people in there. はい。ということで皆さん、僕今アメリカのカリフォルニア州にあるウィーバービルっていう街に来てます。どうしてこの街にいるのかっていう話なんですけど、僕自身バンクーバーに留学を1年間してて、その時に、アメリカ人の友達に会ったんですよ。で、その子の出身がここのウィーバービルっていう街で、今僕も大学の夏休みなので、急遽会いに来ないかってお誘いをいただいたので、ちょっと Vlog でも撮りに行こうかなっていうふうに思って、今アメリカの方にお邪魔してます。で、ちょうどこの前、僕とその子の友達の3人でドライブをしてきたんですよね。そこでいろんな話をしたんですけど、その中でも僕が一番面白いなって思ったのが、やっぱりアメリカの、学校の事情なんですよね。やっぱりその高校、中学、小学校、幼稚園っていうところの話を聞いてて、もう日本の小中高とかとも全然違うなっていうふうに思ったので、ちょっとこれを皆さんにシェアしたいなっていうふうに思って YouTube を撮らせてもらいました。内容としてはフリートークになっていて、僕が結構質問投げかけて、その2人に答えてもらうみたいな形になってるんですけど、ちょっと動画の容量が重くなってしまったので、前編後編に分けてちょっと、今回お届けできればなっていうふうに思います。前編に関してはアメリカの学校全般に関すること。で、後編に関しては、そうですね、英語教育に関することですよね。だいたいアメリカの学校ってどんな感じで英語を教えられてるのかなっていうところもすごく気になっていたので、今回はその疑問を本人たちにぶつけてきました。動画に対してご意見等がある方はコメント欄の方にぜひ書いていただけると嬉しいです。また最近インスタグラムの方も始めたので、そちらのフォローの方もぜひお願いします。それでは早速行ってみましょう。Are you ready for it? Let's get straight into it.
so schools. I don't know.
No, we're filming.
No, we're not filming. Don't worry about that.
Practice?
Yeah, just practicing.
Okay. So I
Don't
don't know
put
how
that
it is
in
in like
Oh,
Vancouver
that works. Don't worry
or
about that.
Canada,
Uh-huh.
but here at our high school they like take rallies real seriously.
They really do.
There's all kinds of different like games and like prizes to be won. Sometimes they take like a little
What do you mean by that? Can you go in a little more detail about that? Like what games actually are?
Like we do team bonding games to support our teams for like our upcoming football games or basketball or softball, just whatever upcoming sport.
there's
Like a
this
big event.
one
Is this like extracurricular activities or just
Not really. It's just school
It's-
thing.
it's
like a school things? Like oh,
like
So
like
all of your school
Mhm.
comes to like your gymnasium. They sit down. They call up people to like say like good luck for your football game or nationals or state, whatever we're doing. But they call them up to like give them that support, and then they play games so that like we're all
that sounds
involved.
nice.
One specific game that I can remember is they had these like big like human-sized like bullet balls kind of.
Yeah, and
they
then
would
you
put
go
a
in.
human being inside of them and kind of like zip it up, and they'd take two people and they'd make them like fight in the middle of a circle, and whoever pushed the other person out of the circle first won, and the other person lost. Another thing is so they'll do like siblings.
Yes.
So they'll
Siblings?
yeah.
Oh.
So if you have a sibling that goes to school with you
And they're about to graduate.
and they're about to graduate, they take your younger sibling and the one who's going to graduate, and they make them go up against each other in like a game. One of them was like a question game, so they would ask you questions about like history or like math questions, just random questions. Kind of like if you were on like a game show.
Yeah.
Or is it included like in a school like curriculum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are.
That's
Some of them
Some
are
of them are
just
silly,
random
funny.
questions.
Some of them were just like about teachers that maybe you wouldn't know just because they wanted you know, if you lost,
It's changing like from different time to time. I mean, like it's just like
It's
so for
different
example,
questions every time.
Oh yeah, it's different questions every time.
oh,
Yeah. I remember my sophomore year when we were doing homecoming court. I was a princess, and so they put all the homecoming court against each other and asked us questions, and every time our team got a question wrong, there was another gross ingredient added to a drink. And the losing teams had to drink the drink.
Oh, okay.
So if you get the question wrong, you drink it, and
There's
it's
also this like
gross.
It's just like drinking, like
mud
Not
pie
drinking.
competition where they
Yeah.
put like a chocolate pie in front of your face and you have to get worms, like little like
Yeah.
silly gummy worms out of it. But you couldn't use your fingers. You had to just use your
ooh,
like
really?
yeah. You had to like go
Yeah.
like that kind of.
That, or they also had a sibling one. If you got the question wrong, you get pied in the face, or an egg cracked over your
or
head.
an egg cracked over your head.
Oh,
It was either raw or boiled.
oh,
Our
that's
games
really fun,
were
huh?
kind of very. It's to show that kids can be competitive with each other.
And still have fun, of course.
yeah, it sounds it. But you mentioned earlier, like the teachers itself, like they're not great, right? Like in this particular,
Not all
industry.
of them. Some of them were great. I particularly did not have that great of teachers. The ones I had didn't really believe in me and that I was going to do things.
Well,
What makes you feel that way? I mean, they don't respect the students or their teachers each other, or
Students don't always respect the teachers.
yeah. But
My
I mean,
freshman
yeah.
year, we had 3 principals. No, not my freshman year. All throughout my high school, we had 3 or 4 principals. And my freshman year, we went through 4 PE teachers. Our class was that bad.
Mr. Anderson.
I'm glad I didn't have Mr. Anderson as a PE teacher.
Oh yeah, you guys went to the same high school.
Yeah.
So, the thing that I've noticed growing up, and it doesn't matter what school you're at or what grade you're in, there's always going to be like a specific teacher that you feel like you can relate to the most. That would be like your most favorite teacher, and then you know some teachers
Williams
that
was my
you don't
favorite.
really get along with, or you guys kind of have like you guys clink heads almost. And every single one of the teachers that I've personally really liked, I've always taken something from them that I've learned, and like I use it throughout my life now.
Oh, that's
Because
awesome.
when you really like someone, and especially if it's like an older figure, like someone that you can look up to, you enjoy the little moments that you have with them where they teach you new things. And I've always been the type of person that loves wise people.
No.
Cunningham was also a good teacher.
Cunningham, he was a science teacher. He would always
Biology, dude.
he would always tell stories. So like throughout his life, and they always had like some type of lesson at the end of them. But it was mostly.
I think my favorite thing about him was being able to get him sidetracked and not do anything in class.
He was a yapper.
He was. He talked a lot, and then if we got him off topic on the right topic, we would spend all class just talking about that.
He was very open with the students. Like if him and them were like a really big happy family.
Yeah.
Oh. So he usually tells about like his personal things, like
Well,
his family members and everything.
He talked a lot about his family.
Oh, that's very nice.
being a smaller school and a smaller town, there's more community. So because
and
you guys
everyone knows everyone.
So
Yeah.
they're basically tight knit, right? Like close knit each other.
yeah, so everyone's friends with everyone.
Yeah,
Basically.
that makes sense. That including teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's very interesting. So the one thing I was very shocked about when I came here is, I like how people person they are, of course, but the school has their like playgrounds itself, and then
we get recesses or breaks
so
every
that
hour
sounds to
and a
me,
half.
yeah.
If you're a senior and you can drive, you can go off for lunch.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have a class, you can go home for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm assuming they have much more free time than Japanese, students does.
U.S. schools definitely have a lot less.
Like,
lineage.
We are more kind of like controlled.
Yeah.
By teachers.
Yeah.
Of course we still have a recess, to hang out with somebody else. But it's just like we are still like controlled. But here in the US, it's less controlled, and then the students have their own boundaries, and they're respecting each other's. That's very nice to see, and and also it's like kindergarten and the elementary schools. Are like located in the same place, right? It's just like
For your guys'?
Yeah, and you guys.
And we have different campuses.
Yeah, you guys have different campuses?
Well, sometimes. So when I was in Washington, there was this school that was K through 9th grade.
9th grade?
Yeah, through 9th grade. So basically, it was
from kindergarten to the
high school. First year of high
your
school.
freshman year of higght school.
Oh.
And then from your sophomore year to your senior year, it was different. It was an actual high school. But that was also located in a smaller town because I was in Castle Rock. And I thought that was pretty interesting to me because I've never seen one like that. Like I've seen schools that are like kindergarten through 6th or like kindergarten through 8th grade, but I've never had
K through 9.
like a K
in
through
Canada, they have quite a few that are K through 9.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of things to talk about that. Yeah. Oh, that's nice.